Shapar, which means horn. Yeah, yun, which is wine. La Yashala, which means to Israel. Shapar. Imagine in the room, so putting your hakadum. We stand, turn to face the east. It's the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abinel, Shabbat Shemayim, Pudashaya, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakutka, Tabah, Ratazak, Hayah, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathanuno, Bacham, Kaliwam, Wasalachano, Kawathnu, Kasalachnu, Kawathino, Wala'ah, Tabayano, when I say one, a ball, Haushanu, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Watahataparah, La'ulumyum, Amun. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Prayer for the power structure in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahweh Shah. Wa Mayaka'al. Wa Lahai. Matazabi ala Wap Yahana. Halawap. Hasrani. Hakazayani. Achayali. Wahagwaki. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. The water Amun. In the English, bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shai. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yohanan. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. The name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it. The prayer for the prophesied curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai. Listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen. Speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses, punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel. They refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations, their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, the Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, posse comitazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, national space programs, the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airwaves, the cable access channels, the radio channels, convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael and Gabriel come down with flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy words. Cause to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause to be spread through the media. Throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake it that coming. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you always. So be it. Sorry, face the front. Yeshabim, which means be seated. And we right back here, rocking it out, picking it up where we left off in the Sabbath service in Exodus 29. And some extra curses coming up this month for the gay movement and the lesbian movement, because we about to have to see rainbow flags everywhere you go in New York City, everywhere you go online. Every company's going to have their logo replaced with a rainbow version of the logo all month. And they're doing it right in your face, because what do they do for Black History Month? Nothing. They might say something one day. They might put up a little video or something. But for all of June, Chase Bank is going to turn their logo into a rainbow flag. For all of June, what the USA Network is going to turn their logo into a rainbow flag. They're doing it right in your face because they'll accept gay people in their own community sooner than they'll accept Black people. I don't know if y'all saw it. It was this week, a famous journalist that's beloved by the conservative movement. The Republicans and the conservatives in America love this journalist, and they leaked videos of him doing all types of freaky gay sex acts. They leaked videos. This devil, this Edomite, was in a maid apron, sucking on a man's foot in these videos. And guess what happened? Do you think the Republicans and the conservatives turned their back on him? No. All of a sudden, the conservatives and the Republicans has been fighting for decades to put a stop to gay marriage, said what he does in his bedroom is his business. Because he does some journalism that they like. All of a sudden, they don't care what he does in his private life. They don't care what type of a freak and a degenerate or pervert. They don't care that all their kids got to go on Twitter and see him in a maid's apron sucking on a man's foot. That's fine, because he does some journalism that they like. They're hypocrites. They're all hypocrites, and they're all deviants on the low. And I think we all know this by now. Most of these Republicans and conservatives are homosexuals and freaks and deviants. So of course they don't mind, but they do mind your Black ass. They do mind that. They ain't gonna have no. No matter what you do, they're not accepting you, and that's biblical. But we're gonna dive back into the scriptures and pick it up from the Hebrew, Exodus 29 and 17. Wa'af hayal thanastach lanasachua or chatzazat korabwa makoraiwa wanasaf al nasachua wa al ra'ashwa. Verse 18. Wahakwatarath Athkal Hayal Hamazabach Allah To'ah La Yahweh Rayah Nayahwah Asha La Yahweh Hawa'ah. Verse 19. Walakwachath Ath Hayal Hashanya Wasamak Aaron Wabanua Ath Yadyahum al Ra'ash Ha'ayal. Verse 20. Washakatwa Salaki Washakatath Ath Hayal Walakwakath Madumwa Wanathatha Al Thanawak Azun Haran wa Al Thanawak Azun, Bunua, Amunyath, Wa'al, Bahun, Yadum, Hayamanuath, Slag Hayamaniath, Wa'al, Bahun, Ragalum, Hayamaniath, Wazaraquath, Athadum, Al Hamazabach, Sabiyab, verse 21. Walakwakath, Mun Hadum, Ashar, Al Hamazabach, Wamashamun, Hamashakah, Wahazayath, Al Ha'aran, Wa'al Bagadua, Wa'al Bunua, Wa'al Bagadya, Bunua, Athwa, Wakwadash Hawa'ah, Wabagadua, Wabunua, Wabagadua, Bunua, Athwa. Verse 22. Walakwakath, Mun, Hayal, Hahalab, Waha'alia, Wa'ath, Hachalab, Hamakasa, Ath, Akurab, Wa'ath, Yatharath, Akabad, Wa'ath Shathya, Akaliyath, Wa'ath Hachalab, Ashar, Alhan, Wa'ath Shawah, Hayamadyan, Kaya, Ayal, Malayim, Hawa'ah, verse 23. And back to the English from verse 17. And thou shalt. Oh. Verse 23 in the Hebrew. Wakakar lahum achath wachalath lahum shamun achath warakuyak achad masal hamatazwath ashar lapunya Yahweh. And back to the English from verse 17. And thou shalt cut the ram in pieces and wash the inwards of him and his legs and put them unto his pieces and unto his head. And thou shalt burn the whole ram upon the altar. It is a burnt offering unto the Lord. It is a sweet savor, an offering made by fire unto the Lord. So we're going through the all the various types of sacrifices. Verse 19, and thou shalt take the other ram, and Aaron and his sons shall put their hands upon the head of the ram. Then shalt thou kill the ram and take of his blood and put it upon the tip of the right ear of Aaron, and upon the tip of the right ear of his sons, and upon the thumb of their right hand, and upon the great toe of their right foot, and sprinkle the blood upon the altar round about. And thou shalt take of the blood that is upon the altar and of the anointing oil, and sprinkle it upon Aaron and upon his garments and upon his sons and upon the garments of his sons with him, and he shall be hallowed, and his garments and his sons' garments with him. Also thou shalt take of the ram the fat and the rump, and the fat that covereth the inwards, and the caul above the liver, and the two kidneys, and the fat that is upon them, and the right shoulder, for it is a ram of consecration. And one loaf of bread, and one cake of oil bread, and one wafer out of the basket of the unleavened bread that is before the Lord. Back to the Hebrew, verse 24. Washamath hakal al kapya aharan wa al kapya bunua wahanapath athum tanoapa lapunya Yahweh. Verse 25. Walapakath athum mayadum wa quatrath Hamazbach al ha'ila lariach Nahuach, Lapunya Yahweh, Shah, Hawa'ala Yahweh, verse 26. Walakuchath Ath Achazah, Mayol, Hamalayim, Ashar, La Harun, Wahanapath, Athwa, Zanawapah, Lapunya Yahweh, Wahaya, Lakah, Lamanah, verse 27. Wakodashath, Athazah, Athanawapah, Wa'ath Shawak, Athormanah, Ashar, Hawanah, Washar, Harum, Mayal, Malayim, Mashar, Laharun, Wamashar, Labanua, verse 28. Wahaya, Laharun, Walabanua, Lakak, Alum, Ma'ath, Banya, Yasha'ala, Kaya, Darma, Hawa'ah, Wasarma, Yahaya, Ma'ath, Banya, Yasha'ala, Mazbakia, Shalomyam, Dormathum, La Yahweh, verse 29. Obagadia, Hakodash, Ashar, Laharan, Yahaya, Labanua, Akarua, Lamashakha, Bacham, Walamalah, Bomath, Yadam, verse 30. Shabbat Yum, Yalabasham, Akahan, Chathua, Mabanua, Ashar, Yabah, Alahal, Mo'ad, Ashrath, Bakodash. Back to the English, and a quick shout out to everybody in the chat rocking out with us all the time. Shalom to Leonard Jr., shalom to Bear, shalom to the Kun, shalom to the Waya Allah. We're going to dive back, verse 24. And thou shalt put all in the hands of Aaron and in the hands of his sons, and shalt wave them for a wave offering before the Lord. And thou shalt receive them of their hands and burn them upon the altar for a burnt offering, for a sweet savor before the Lord. It is an offering made by fire unto the Lord. And thou shalt take the breast of the ram of Aaron's consecration and wave it for a wave offering before the Lord, and it shall be thy part. And thou shalt sanctify the breast of the wave offering and the shoulder of the heave offering, which is waved and which is heaved up, of the ram of the consecration, even of that which is for Aaron and of that which is for his sons. And it shall be Aaron's and his sons by a statute forever from the children of Israel, for it is an heave offering. And it shall be an heave offering from the children of Israel of the sacrifice of their peace offerings, even their heave offering unto the Lord. And the holy garments of Aaron shall be his sons after him, to be anointed therein and to be consecrated in them. And that son that is priest in his stead shall put them on 7 days when he cometh into the tabernacle of the congregation to minister in the holy place. And back to the Hebrew. From verse 31. Wa'atha y'all, Hamalayim, the Kwach, Wabashalath, Ath Basharwa, Kwam Kodash, verse 32. Wa'akol Harun, Wabunuath Bashar, Payol, Wa'ath Halacham, Bashar Basal, Pesach, Ahal Mo'ad, verse 33. Wa'akol Wa'atham, Bashar Kapar Bahum, Lamalah, Afyadam, Lakwadash, Wasam, Wazar La'ad, Ya'akol, Kayakodasham. Verse 34. Wa'am, Yothar, Mabashar, Hamalayam, Waman Halacham, Ad Habakor, Washarpath, Ath Hanusar, Va'ash, Va'a, Yakol, Kayakodashua. Verse 35. Waishiath, Laharan, Walabunya, Kaka, Kakal, Ashar, Tazwayathia, Wasaka, Shabbait, Yum, Gamala, Yadum. Verse 36. Wapar, Hatath, Daisha, Layawum, Al Hakaparium, Wakatath, Al Hamazbach, Bakaparka, Aliwa, Wamashakath, Aswa, La Quadashwa, verse 37. Shabbat Yum, the Kapar, Al Hamazbach, Wakadashath, Aswa, Wahaya Hamazbach, Quadashim, Call Hanagai Bamazbach, Yaquadash. Back to the English. Verse 31, and thou shalt take the ram of the consecration and seethe his flesh in the holy place. And Aaron and his sons shall eat the flesh of the ram and the bread that is in the basket by the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And they shall eat those things wherewith the atonement was made to consecrate and to sanctify them. But a stranger shall not eat thereof, because they are holy. Which, by the way, there's yet another example of the word stranger being used to refer to Israelites, because it's not even a concept that someone outside of Israel would eat these things. This is just saying that anybody that's not of Aaron and his sons, that's not of the Levites, of the priests, is not to eat this. So this is literally directly calling the rest of the Israelites strangers.
That's a good scripture.
Verse 34. And if aught of the flesh of the consecrations or of the bread remain unto the morning, then thou shalt burn the remainder with fire. It shall not be eaten, because it is holy. And thus shalt thou do unto Aaron and to his sons according to all things which I have commanded thee. 7 days shalt thou consecrate them. And thou shalt offer every day a bullock for a sin offering for atonement, and thou shalt cleanse the altar when thou hast made an atonement for it, and thou shalt anoint it to sanctify it. 7 days thou shalt make an atonement for the altar and sanctify it, and it shall be an altar most holy. Whatsoever touches the altar shall be holy. And we're going to go back to the Hebrew. Starting at verse 38. Wazah Ashar, Aisha, Al Hamazbach, Kabashim, Bunya Shana, Shunium, Layawum, Thamyad, verse 39. Ath Hakabash, Hakat Aisha, Babakor, Wa'ath Hakabash, Hashunya, the Aisha, Bunhai Rabium, verse 40. Sharon, Salath, Balawal, Bashmun, Kathiath, Rabbi, Hahayun, Wanasak, Rabiath, Hayun, Yayun, Lakabash, Hachad, verse 41, Wa'ath, Hakabash, Hashunya, the Aisha, Bayun, Rabium, Kamanchath, Kabakor, Wakanasak, the Aisha, Lariach, Naichach, Shah La Yahweh, Verse 42, Ilas, Damayad, Ladarasikum, Pasach, Ahal, Moed, Lapunya Yahweh, Ashar, Oed, Lacham, Shema, Ladabar, Alia Kasham. Verse 43, when Idafia, Shema, Labunya Yasha'ala, when Quadash, Bakabadia. Verse 44, Wakwadashafia, As Ahal, Wa'id, Wa'as Mazabach, Wa'as Aran, Wa'as Bunyua, Akwadash, Lakahan Leah. Back to the English. Verse 38. Now this is that which thou shalt offer upon the altar. 2 lambs of the first year, day by day, continually. The one lamb thou shalt offer in the morning, and the other lamb thou shalt offer at even. And with the one lamb, 1/10 deal of flour, mingled with the 4th part of an hin of beaten oil, and the 4th part of an hin of wine for a drink offering. And the other lamb thou shalt offer at even, and shalt do thereto according to the meat offering of the morning, and according to the drink offering thereof, for a sweet savor, an offering made by fire unto the Lord. This shall be a continual burnt offering throughout your generations at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation before the Lord, where I will meet you to speak there unto thee. And there will I meet with the children of Israel, and the tabernacle shall be sanctified by my glory. And I will sanctify the tabernacle of the congregation and the altar. I will sanctify also both Aaron and his sons to minister to me in the priest's office. So everything we read is pretty straightforward, going through the sacrifice and the office of the priest, these initial instructions that were given to Aaron and his sons, the Levites. But of course, you can still learn a lot from this, as we just had the example in the last set, where we see an example of the word stranger being used directly for Israelites. So you can put that, you can have that with you whenever you battle these goofy Christians. Anybody who wants to say that stranger, that word stranger is sorry, just a second. Oh, they trying to rope me into some goofy battles on Twitter. No, man, y'all gonna have to wait. We're gonna go back to the Hebrew. It's camp day 2. We about to be on the streets of Harlem, where we always at. You know, it's funny. Whenever I get into these goofy battles on Twitter, I always find it funny that, you know, a lot of people want to pop, you know, the Twitter spaces and the clubhouse rooms and these audio battles. A lot of people want to pop off and go crazy. And I always find it funny. I'll be like, yo, I'm the only one that everybody in here know exactly where to find me. We always going to be the crazy Israelites on 125th Street. And that's exactly where we're going to be at this afternoon. Pull up. Anybody that wants to talk big online, pull up. You know where the battle is. That's the crazy thing. Every time somebody says somebody's running, the ISUPK are the only ones that you can never say that to. If you try, and if you say it, just making yourself look stupid. Because all these fake Israelite groups, you never know. They'll pop up one week. They'll be in a whole different state. The same group of dudes will be in a whole different state the next week. We're always going to be on 125th. We're always going to be right here. We're in headquarters. We're in the school in Harlem. We live on Cross the Line every Thursday. We live on class every night. Y'all know where to find us if you want to challenge us. You don't want to challenge us. You want to challenge somebody that you can beat. That's why that TikTok Christian went up to them clowns. I know you saw this, right? The TikTok Christian that went and embarrassed them fake Israelites. You didn't see it? Okay, I pray you don't. But you know the guy I'm talking about, right? That he embarrassed Sakari a few months ago. he went and he caught them. He went up to them to their so-called camp and battled them on some scripture, and just caught them, just completely caught them up, tripping over themselves. Put it online, made them look stupid. And this is why we say that we don't affiliate with anybody else. This is why we call you fake Israelites, because you go out there and claim that you got the truth and then embarrass yourselves. So what does that mean then? If we validate y'all, if we say that y'all Israelites and we all brothers and y'all can do what y'all doing and we're not going to forbid you because that's a scripture y'all like, right? If we validate you like that, then that means that we all taking the L too when y'all get embarrassed. That means that the truth is taking an L when y'all get embarrassed out there. Y'all don't have the truth. That's why y'all get embarrassed. You would not be losing battles if you were in the ISUPK. And they're going up to you because they know who they're going up to. And so these clowns that they did this to this week, they got them, I forget, they had them in Hebrews, right? And you ever be watching something, watching like a movie or something, and the character be messing up, and you be like, yo, just do this. Yo, just say this, do that. That's how the whole ISUPK was watching this clip, because he could have chopped this Christian up right in that chapter. But he let him just trip. He let him just catch him. He was just there with his mouth hanging open like an idiot. He was just there like, He laughed like a goofy. He laughed like when you get caught. But all he had to do was stay in that chapter and cut him up. Yeah, everybody in there said, yeah, that's right. The fake Israelites were scared to read the scripture. Because the Christian told him to go to Hebrews, and he was scared to read it. And then when he finally read it, he just laughed like he got caught. Huh? No, they when it's convenient. So this new group, they wasn't in Sakari, but here's the secret: they were. They left Sakari a few months ago. Yeah, split. They probably left as soon as they found out their leader was getting pegged getting pegged. Try to keep this a family show, but you fake Israelites make it hard. So they left. They created this new group, and then they get embarrassed by the same TikTok Christian. And all they had to do was read the chapter the Christian pulled on them. How did I get on that subject? Yeah, shout out to Officer Kawat, Brooklyn holding it down. That's why we're not affiliated. Yeah, why Allah the Most High is exposing these fake Israelite groups for what they are. Yeah. The Most High is exposing these fake Israelite groups, and this is why we say this is why we are not affiliated. Because we can't stop you goofies. If you're not in the ISUPK, we can't stop you from going out and embarrassing yourselves and claiming that you're Israelites so that TikTok Christian can post a video and say, I embarrassed the Israelites. I debated the Israelites and won. And now that's your fault. Now you got to answer for that. Sorry, you was about to say something, sir? Yeah. Yeah. Where was we? Verse 45. And I will sanctify, I'm gonna finish the English here. And there I will meet, verse 43, and there I will meet with the children of Israel, and the tabernacle shall be sanctified by my glory, and I will sanctify the tabernacle, the congregation, and the altar. I will sanctify also both Aaron and his sons to minister to me in the priest's office, and I will dwell among the children of Israel and will be their God. And that's where we're going to start in the Hebrew at 45. Washaknathia, Bathwak Bani Yasha'ala, Wahayathia, Lahum, La Alahayim. Verse 46. Wayadawa, Kaya, Anya Yahweh, Alahayim, Alahayahum, Ashar, Hawatazathia, Athum, Maratza, Matazarium, Ashikunya, Bathawakum, Anya Yahweh, Alahayahim, verse chapter 30 and verse 1.
Where you reading from? You got 46.
Yeah.
You got 20, 29, and 46.
Yeah. Exodus 29 and 46.
One is 46. Where you reading at?
No, I got Exodus 29 and 46. And they shall know that I am the Lord their God that brought them forth out of the land of Egypt.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see
Oh,
that.
sign first. Chapter 30 and verse 1 in Hebrew. Wa'ishiach, Mazbach, Machpetar, Quatrath, Aitzaliyah, Shatyam, Aisha, Afwa, verse 2. Amar Rakwa, Wa'amah, Rakabwa, Rabwai, Yahaya, Wa'amathium, Wa'mathwa, Wa'munwa, Wa'anathua, verse 3. Wa'tzapyath, Athwa, Zahab, Tawar, Ath Gagawa, Wa'ath Pairathua, Sabyab, Wa'ath Paranathua, Wa'ishiath Lawa, Zar Zahab, Sabyab, verse 4. Shathya, Tabai, Zahab, Aisha Lawa, Mathakath, Lazarwa al Shathya, Hazlaithua, Aisha al Shunya, Zadya, Wahaya, Labatium, Sha'ath, Athwa, Bahama, verse 5. Waishiath, Ath, Abadium, Aitziyah, Shatyum, Wataziyah, Thum, Zahab. And back to the English from verse 45. And I will dwell among the children of Israel and will be their God. And they shall know that I am the Lord their God that brought them forth out of the land of Egypt, that I may dwell among them. I am the Lord their God. Chapter 30 and verse 1. And thou shalt make an altar to burn incense upon. Of shittim wood shalt thou make it. A cubit shall be the length thereof, and a cubit the breadth thereof. 4 square shall it be, and 2 cubits shall be the height thereof. The horns thereof shall be the same, and thou shalt overlay it with pure gold. The top thereof and the sides thereof round about, and the horns thereof, and thou shalt make unto it a crown of gold round about. And 2 golden rings shalt thou make to it to under the crown of it, by the 2 corners thereof. Upon the 2 sides of it shalt thou make it, and they shall be for places for the staves to bear it withal. And thou shalt make the staves of shittim wood and overlay them with gold. So we're gonna hop back to the Hebrew from verse 6. Wanasasa, Aswil, Lapunya, Haparkath, Ashar, Ala Run, Haidas, Lapunya, Hakaprath, Ashar, Al Aidath, Ashar, Awide, Lakah Shema, verse 7. Waquatyar, Aliwa, Aharan, Quatrath, Samyum, Babakor, Bahayat, Yabwa, Athanarath, Yaquatyaran, verse 8. Wabahailath, Aran Ath Hanrath Bun Hirabium, Yaquatiarana, Quatarath, Tamyad, Lapunya Yahweh, Radarathicum, verse 9, La'ath Ayla, Aliwa, Quadarath, Zara, Ayla, Wamanacha, Wanasak, La'ath, the Sakwa, Aliwa, verse 10, Wakapar Run, Al Kornathua, Achath, Bashana, Madum, Hata'ath, Hakaparium, Achat, Bashana, Yakapar, Aliwa, Ladrathicum, Quadash, Quadashim, Hawa'ah, La Yahweh, verse 11, La Yadabar, Yahweh al Mashal, Amar, verse 12, Kayath Shah, Athrash, Banya Sha'ala, La Paquadium, Thunwa, Ayash Kapar, Napashwa, La Yahweh, La Quad, Athum, La Yahya, Bahum, Nagat, La Quad, Athum. And back to the English from verse 6. And thou shalt put it before the veil that is by the ark of the testimony, before the mercy seat that is over the testimony, where I will meet with thee. And Aaron shall burn thereon sweet incense every morning. When he dresseth the lamps, he shall burn incense upon it. And when Aaron lighteth the lamps at even, he shall burn incense upon it, a perpetual incense before the Lord throughout your generations. You shall offer no strange incense thereon, nor burnt sacrifice, nor meat offering, neither shall ye pour drink offering thereon. And Aaron shall make an atonement upon the horns of it once in a year with the blood of the sin offering of atonements. Once in the year shall he make atonement upon it throughout your generations. It is most holy unto the Lord. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, when thou takest the sum of the children of Israel after their number, they shall give every man a ransom for his soul unto the Lord, when thou numberest them, that there be no plague among them when thou numberest them. You're going to go back to the Hebrew, and that's a reference to, of course, we're not supposed to number, so when we have to do it, we do it in certain ways. And we do that because we know that our strength is not from numbers, it's from the Most High. Verse 13 in the Hebrew, Zayah Thunwa, Kala Ibar, Al Habaquadium, Machatziath, Hashakwal, Vashakwal, Hakodash, Asharium, Gorah, Hashakwal, Machatziath, Hashakwal, Darumah, La Yahweh. Verse 14, Kal Ha'aibar, Hapaquadium, Mabun, Asharium, Shana, Wama'ila, Yathun, Doromath, Yahweh. Verse 15, the Aishiar, La'ah, Yarabah, Wahadal, La'ah, Yamayat, Makatazayath, Hashakwal, Basath, Ath, Darumah, Yahweh, Lakapar, Al, Napashathikum. Verse 16. Walakwakath, Athkasap, Hakaparium, Ma'ath, Bunya Ash'ala, Wanathath, Athwa, Al Abdath, Ahal, Mo'aid, Wahaya, Labunya Ash'ala, Zakar one, Lapunya Hawa, Lakapar, al-Napashatikum, verse 17, Waidabar, Yahweh al-Mashal, Amar, which, by the way, I say this all the time. If y'all following us, if y'all working on your Hebrew, you better know that verse. That sentence right there, we're going to see. I don't know. I got to count one time. I'm sure some Edomite has counted at some point how many times this line occurs in the scriptures. And it's, there's a lot that's right in there. You have the Most High's name, Moses' name. You can understand prepositions because you have La Amar, which is to say, Wa Yadabar, which is and he spake. And it's just a real basic line that, if you're paying attention, you should be picking up on. And it's a sign that you're picking things up and putting things in your toolbox and in your lexicon. Verse 18, Why Shiath Kayawar, Nachshath, Wakunwa, Nachshath, Larchatazah, Wanathath Athwa, Bayan Ahal, Mo'ad, Bayan Hamazabach, Wanathath Shema, Mayum, verse 19, Barachatazwa, Aharon, Wabunywa, Mamunwa, Ath Yadyahum, Wa'ath Regalihum. Back to the English. From verse 13, this they shall give everyone that passeth among them that are numbered half a shekel after the shekel of the sanctuary. A shekel is 20 gerahs, and half shekel shall be the offering of the Lord. Everyone that passeth among them that are numbered from 20 years old and above shall give an offering unto the Lord. The rich shall not give more, and the poor shall not give less than half a shekel when they give an offering unto the Lord to make an atonement for your souls. And thou shalt take the atonement money of the children of Israel and shall appoint it for the service of the tabernacle of the congregation, that it may be a memorial unto the children of Israel before the Lord, to make an atonement for your souls. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Thou shalt also make a laver of brass, and his foot also of brass, to wash withal. And thou shalt put it between the tabernacle of the congregation and the altar, and thou shalt put water therein. For Aaron and his sons shall wash their hands and their feet thereat. And that's where we're going to pick it up next week. We didn't breeze through that because it's pretty self-explanatory. It was just, a lot of descriptions of the sacrifices and of instructions to Aaron and his sons as they established this thing when we had first just come out of Egypt. But as we went through this, there's still things to take from this, things that you can learn from this. We talked about the use of the word stranger to refer to Israelites. We talked about the fact that anybody that's not in the ISUBK should not be battling anybody. You should not be going out on the streets and doing anything because you're just going to embarrass yourselves, like Sakari just did, like the break-offs from Sakari, like all these other groups that do not understand how to have a camp because they learned from YouTube. They did not learn from men who did this from 1969. You can't teach this to yourself. You can't just figure this out. You can't, what they used to do, not try this at home. That's the disclaimer we're trying to give y'all, so y'all don't embarrass yourselves, and so we don't have to then turn on you and say that you are an idiot and a goofy, which is what everybody is thinking when we watch that video. And I don't know anybody that just joined us. Shalom to Adrena, but we were talking about these. There's a video going around. This TikTok Christian that goes to fake Israelite groups and tries to battle them, and does battle them on the street and wins because they're not supposed to be doing it because they don't know what they're doing, because they follow leaders that get pegged by their women. They follow leaders that get bent over by their woman. And that's y'all embarrassing this, man. Y'all embarrassing the word Israelites. Don't ever be surprised when we say we ain't got nothing to do with y'all. When we say we're not affiliated with y'all. When we say we're not affiliated with any other group, don't ever be surprised. We're going to pull up a video of a Christian embarrassing you on the street. Then we're going to pull up a video of your own leader saying that his wife bends him over. Then we're going to pull up a video of your leader gossiping on the other leader, gossiping back on him. Don't ever be surprised when we say we have nothing to do with y'all. So while you do that, we're going to keep building this nation over here in the Isupk. We're not worried about what y'all doing, because at the end of the day, the Lord's going to gather his sheep together. And if anybody is learning this truth and sees that happen, now they get to say, well, damn, it's definitely not with these guys. The Lord is clearly not with this group. So I got to keep looking, and they're going to find their way to the Isupk, Lord willing. But at least you letting the world know that the Lord is not with you. So with that, we're going to pick this up next week. I mod him up here. Sapar, which means horn. Yun, which is wine. La Yashala, which means to Israel. Or Imagine in the room, which means stand. So Sarfanyakadum, which means turn and face the east. You'll say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abinawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash Hayah, Shumka, Yahweh, Malakuska, Tabah, Ratizaka, Hayah, Aisha, Baratiza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemayim, Nathanuno, Wakam, Kalyuan, Wasalachano, Kowathno, Kasalachno, Kowathino, Wala'ah, Labiano, want to say one, a ball, how was shining, my young, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwath, Wahala, Watha Parath, Liwalunium, Amun, in the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. The blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahweh Shah. Wa Mayaka Allah. Wa Alahayim. Matazabi Alawap Yahan. Halawapi. Hasrun. Hapatsiyan. Hakayali. Wahakwaski. Yahweh. Bashim Yahweh Shah. What Amen. In the English, bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shah. And Micah. And the angels, Commander General Yohana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it. The prayer for the prophesied curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh. King of heaven and earth. And all things living. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Listen to us now. Right now. Send evils and curses. Punishment and destruction. To the heathen. speak against us.
Speak against us.
Thy prophets,
Thy
the
prophets,
teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel. They refuse to give to the school, force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses, punishment and destruction to the Edomites, the nations, their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, the Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Posse Comitazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet, and the airwaves, the cable access channel, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us. Bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahushua, Michael and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake thy coming. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you always. So be it. Psalm face the front. We're going to give one courtesy salute. We're going to pick it up next week in Exodus chapter 30 and verse 20. But if Israel, Aymadim Sabbath, Aymadim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah, Yajmatah. That concludes the Sabbath service. Dismissed.
Next week, we're going to start at Exodus chapter 30, verse 20.
Under the gospel of the Most High in Christ. Oh boy. Well, in the name of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, may he bless this marriage. Congratulations to both of you. Congratulations, y'all. There you go. Yeah. Salaki, you got it. And kiss y'all, please. Damn right. All right. Why do you? Yeah, you go out this side. Nice going, warrior. Nice going. No, I'm gonna take a sip. I'll be good. Yeah. You got some record dub. It's gonna work. All right. Shalom, Christ said. All right. Y'all got oil? All right. This is our daughter. This is our daughter. We are well pleased. We have been honorable in the work of the Lord. That ain't no question. As the Benjamin said, if a no question. All right. She's been standing with you, standing in this truth, honoring the family. You today called for her marriage. As you called for her marriage, is this a serious thing or you playing with one of our daughters? Is this like some honorable, righteous thing before the Lord? Or is we just, hanging out? I know that's not the case because I know how honorable you are. And I'm so glad that she's with a man as honorable as you, a man of strength and integrity that have endured so much to do what it is that he's done. So with that, we call on the Most High in Christ. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, shine on this family. bless this family, keep this family, and bring this marriage together forever. Congratulations, y'all. Congratulations. What do you say? What do you, mighty man? There you go. There you go. Y'all gonna do this, all right. I'm right, mighty man.
Appreciate it. I love you.
Love you too, sis. Oh, no. This way. Watch yourself. You got it. Yeah. Just watching that stage. Yeah, be on it. Good work, bro.